Hello, everyone. Welcome back to a rainy day in subsistence. I hope you guys are doing well. Um, it's early morning here. I just started recording. I just logged into the game. I am crafting a couple of things to get building over here again. So I had a couple of comments and things last week, and I meant to address those as soon as I started recording again for this week. However, that was not the case. I did not do that. So I had someone ask me about the why didn't I make the strength boost, or suggesting to me that I make the strength boost when I'm chopping wood, getting ready for the next episode, getting ready for building. We're going to need a lot of wood. This is the kicker right here, the honey. As if I'm right about that, the honey is only available during the summer months, like it's a seasonal thing in the game. We don't have any of it, and I have not heard any honeybees yet. In order to make the insect repellent, I can do that. I do have 2 pieces of rotten meat and 1 medicinal tonic. Right. Here's the rotten meat, and we do have medicinal things over here. So I can make the insect repellent. I probably should have one of those on me. I assume it should turn over into April at any point now. I do have this on 365 days in a year, just so I can get the most out of the seasons. I can get the most out of the game in general. It is going to be more difficult during the winter, having to survive that cold stretch a lot longer. I did make the wrong piece right here. I did not intend to make that. However, we can use it somewhere else. Fairly certain of that, without a doubt. So I do need a couple of the curved wall pieces right here. Let's go ahead and get those crafted. We are cold. The reason we are cold, there's no fire over here. I probably should be making one of those. We are wet also. Let me get over here and get warmed up a bit and move a couple of things around. Today is about working on the base. We did find the fortress base on the map. If I am right about where I did see those guys overnight, they are somewhere right in here or right in this area. I did see them overnight. There was a glow stick just hanging out, moving around in this particular area. It was a blue glow stick. Here's the alpha base. As you can see, their little tiny campfire right there. We do have rogues in the area as well. You can see those guys hanging out right here. I'm not sure how well that's going to pick up on the game after YouTube does its thing. We have the Bravo base right here. You can see their base right here with these squares, and you can see their campfire right there. So just kind of showing you where they are, um, and where we are, on the map. Of course, we're right here. We have our 2 BCUs, and I'll explain this one again in just a moment. But for now, I think we should go ahead and try to do a bit of building today as well. Hopefully we have all of that crafted. So this BCU, I did replace it here simply for the light over here. We can't use it with no BCU because there's no power over here. Um, it will go down and it won't regenerate. The power does not regenerate in the second BCU. The mass does not regenerate in the second BCU either. The reason I didn't do the BCU range extender is because I cannot build these things right now. So for now, it's just going to be a second BCU over here, and we're going to use that for light only for recording. This light is only going to be used for recording. So right now, we are dry. We are warm again. We have water cooking. We have our fire is doing okay. It's not going out. We have some fat being rendered here. Our tomatoes are looking well. They're almost grown, which is great. But let's see if we can get back over here. I know we're going to get wet again, but we really need to get building. We can't just hang out today over there at all and not do anything. So let me go ahead and move that and this and place a couple of walls right here. That would be number 6 and number 7. Let's go ahead and get number 7 in here as well. We have one more, which would be number 6 again. I'm still not completely sold on the game or on this build. Um, I think it'll look better when we progress a bit further. I know we're nowhere even close to being done with this. And everything is going to take some time here in this particular scenario. Um, we have a lot of building to do, and I hope we can enjoy this season and build a massive, huge, waterlogged castle here. I really could use a ceiling piece right there. I think that would just need to be a regular ceiling piece. If I can find that, I'm sure it's looking me right in the face. Right there it is. Um, yeah, hopefully we can get a roof on what we have already. I do want to go ahead and craft a power storage here. I don't have the material, but I can bring that back over. I do want to do power storage as well as a generator. The generator probably won't happen today, but I do want to build some power storage, so I need some scrap and electrical components. Hopefully I can get those. And I do think I'm going to be taking this chest with me, if at all possible. If I can move it where I want to move it, I'm going to be bringing it over. I am going to be placing a drop chest over here and just dropping loot in it, getting myself out and about as quickly as possible throughout the day so we don't have to worry about wasting daylight when we should really be looting. Okay, hopefully this time we can take it all the way over to where we want it to be. I know that there's a couple of blocks. I'm not quite sure exactly how many. Uh, but I know that it will go a certain number of blocks before you have to retrieve it again. And that looks okay for now. So this is our crafting stuff. Let's see, refinery, we don't want that again. We want the power storage. Let's go ahead and get that crafted and get this loot placed back in here. Number 7 is our ceiling piece that we want to place in here. And let's rotate that so that all of the boards are going in the exact order or the exact direction that we want them to go in. We are getting there. It's very, very expensive building both of these floors at once. I probably won't continue doing that. Probably try to get the outline of the base done, what we really want on the first floor, and then go from there. I just need to start building tons and tons of regular wooden foundations. I think that's what we need the most of right now. So I'm going to be building several of those, trying to get going here. I knew I would fall back down. I do need to place another ceiling piece right here. But of course now I'm out of planks, and being out of planks, I'm also out of wood. Gonna have to do a lot of wood chopping again before the next episode. I want to place this little drop chest over here. Number 6. I probably will place more than one of these. And I'll probably also leave the food over here. I have this little food chest over here. I think that's important that it be over here as well. It's very, very quick way to get in and out and get food. And we do have our campfire over here, or our wood burner, sorry. Our tomatoes have all grown. Let's go ahead and harvest those and replant those. I'll show you guys that if I haven't already on how that works. Our tomatoes aren't completely grown. They have started growing and finishing up. These will just take a minute longer, but I can go ahead and turn these 6 into tomato seeds. And I don't know if we have any extra over here or not. We don't. So I will need 2 more tomatoes. Let's go ahead and turn these into seeds as well. We have 8 seeds now. And these have finished up. Let's just finish harvesting these. Let's go ahead and plant our 8 tomato seeds. Make sure they have fertilizer and the rain is doing its job. They also have some sunlight, so That's always nice. Let's place the water in here. I'll have to put the nails and planks away in a moment. This stuff really could go over there as well. It's not something that we need over here. Let's take that right there. Let's jump over and go one more time with that. And this way, in the event we want to place it somewhere else, we can do that as well. Doesn't have to be right on this particular wall here. But I do think for now that's the best place for it. There is a stacking technique for this. I can show you guys how to do that. Let me go ahead and place that over there. So number 6 is a regular foundation. You can lift these up kind of like this, just so the blue is just above this crate. And then you can stack this one. Hopefully I did that properly. If not, I'll just have to pick it on up just a tiny bit more. I didn't do it right. Let's move this foundation again. I'll just stick you over here for now because I have another one in my inventory. Let's try this again. So you just pick it up above the crate itself, completely above it. I think that's what I didn't do. I didn't go completely above that crate, so that everything is blue, just barely, so it doesn't look like it's floating. I really hate floating things. Let's try stacking this again. And this is not a method that I learned on my own. I will give credit to Tapman for this one. I did not know that you could do this at all. And now let's see if we can move the foundation, and hopefully things will be stacked up the way they need to be. I will try to post a link to his YouTube page down below and give him credit for that one. But now you can place a third one up here with that same technique as well. And yeah, you can stack them 3 high instead of just the 2 high that we did last series. So number 6, again right here, we have a wall piece that we can place down. Number 6 again. And let's put another foundation down here. Let's go over this direction just to make sure we're kind of staying where we need to. Number 6 and number 7. And then we have a number 6 one more time out here. So we are going to have a huge base on the inside. This is going to be a very large build. Oh boy. Maybe I'm overthinking it now, or rethinking the amount of work. No, we're going to stick with the original plan. But it's going to be a lot of work, and I hope you guys are willing to be patient with me to get this done. I really enjoy the communication with a lot of you and hanging out and talking about things. And I do have a Discord. I think the link to that is in the description down below as well. I do usually try to post that underneath every episode, the Discord and all of that. You know, the link that you can use to buy this game on Steam. I do post that in the description as well. Or at least I try to underneath every episode. And there is, of course, a link to my page if you'd like to subscribe and you have not already. I always, include that link down there as well. But now, I was just placing the power storage. Now we have the ability to store 1,000 power. The base will not generate anything over 500 power. So with that being said, if I want more power than that, I'm going to have to build myself a generator. And that's coming. And with the generator, that also means that I am going to need biofuel like crazy. Really, really wish I had the recurve bow. That is my weapon of choice. It's the one that I'm most comfortable with, and it lets me get biofuel because I kill a lot of animals. I do enjoy the hunting process in the game. So, with what time we have left, which I assume is not going to be a ton today, ton of daylight hours, I'm going to have to build myself some arrows. I have not crafted arrows since the very beginning of this series, maybe even just day one. We've been very, very lucky. We have found all of the arrows that we have used in in loot crates. However, the loot hasn't been great the last couple of days. So hopefully today and maybe in between episodes and even the next episode that will change. I really hope so anyway. Just getting some plant fiber here. We are going to need some wood for our wood burning stove overnight. That bandage was great, as well as the feather, because again, like I mentioned, we are going to have to start crafting arrows. Chicken, yay! Okay, so let's go ahead and get just a tiny bit of wood here. There's a rabbit back here. That's a free piece of cloth for sure. Let's get that. I really hate the rabbits or killing them if they don't die completely. The squeaking noise that they make is just so sad. I really don't like that at all. Okay, something else that I want to mention. We have gained a lot of new subscribers lately. I'm super, super thankful for each and every one of you guys. However, if you're new to the channel and you do not know this, I don't generally post a video on the weekend. The reason that is, my dad, if you don't know, is a truck driver. He travels the eastern coast. That's where I live, of course, on the eastern coast of the United States. He drives, he covers the eastern coast. He's gone all week, and he is only home most of the time on the weekend. So I do spend the weekend with him, and as crazy as it sounds, this is a lot of work. I mean, there's a lot of hours put into recording the videos, editing the videos, and uploading them. So I usually try to save the weekend as family time. I am married, of course. My husband also has a family that we don't see through the week because of his crazy work hours. He works a lot of hours a week, so the weekend is family time. There have been cases, and the reason that I did end the Infected series is there's a new update coming out. I've been waiting on that. It just seems like the content there wasn't a lot left to do without the update. There's a big update coming out, and I can't wait to try that out with you guys. But I have been posting the Infected on the weekends lately, and hopefully when the update comes out, I will get back to that. That is the only time that I do a weekend series. If you don't know how the weekend series works, I record that through the week and I upload it through the week. So if there's comments left on the videos or questions, I usually answer them in the comments, or I will wait until the next weekend to answer those. So, with all of that being said, the Infected has not been permanently canceled. It is just on hold for a while until the update comes out. Okay, now back to Subsistence. We are just getting wood and getting loot and getting scrap, which we're going to need a ton of because, yeah, we're going to need a lot of that. I would like to also make a generator, but I'm not quite sure if I'm going to get to that today or not. I think it was, oh dear. Oh dear, the name escapes me. I do apologize for that. But the person that left the comment about the strength boost suggested that that would be the quickest way to gather, a lot of wood really quickly. That it lasts for, I think, 3 minutes, if I'm right about that. And we will try that out as soon as I can find some honey. Can't wait to start getting honey. I've never tried that out since it was introduced into the game. I can't wait to do that. So yeah, I'm just getting a bit of wood. I do apologize. I know a lot of you like watching this. Some of you don't. Hopefully you do, and I'm just, you know, talking about it. So, we do have some wood. We did get some loot today. We have a chicken and a rabbit. We do have a bit of food, which is great. I really do hope you guys like where the fortress base spawned in. It is out of the way, but we still know those guys are over there. Um, who was it? Albion, I think, mentioned that she has seen the bases spawn kind of like right up where that 6 log tree is. Our base is down here, so the 6 log tree is over in this area. No, right there. That she has seen the bases spawn in right there. That would have been really difficult for us to navigate around. I think we could have done it, but it would have been extremely difficult. I'm glad that they are not that close to me. That makes me happy. Okay, planks. Pre-crafted planks. That's like one of the best things that currently we can find in loot other than nails and cordage. We're going to need an extreme amount of all of these items. So it makes me happy to get those. You can see the alpha guy right there. He's running back and forth. Not quite sure what's up with him. Maybe he sees me over here and he's just afraid to come out and talk to me. We can be friends. You know that, right? We don't have to be enemies. Okay, there's a crate right here. More nails. And feathers, that's great as well. We do need that. I do need to craft some sticks overnight also. Brown bear, not friendly. So we have, we don't have the grizzly bears here. We have, I think, black bears here where I live. We've seen a couple of, footprints around and things like that close to the house. It's not been too horrible. They're not crazy here yet. They do have a bear season that you can actually hunt them here. So they are getting pretty populated. But we haven't really seen one very, very close. My husband has seen a lot of them when he worked night shift. For about 10 years, he worked night shift. So, yeah, that happened. He tells me about how he's seen them out, just kind of walking around, the guys that he worked with at the time, and they weren't even afraid. They were just out walking around. That's a bit scary to me. Okay, so we are going to be starting getting cold as well as wet now that it's raining. It's going to make navigating our way home a little more difficult. The storms are very loud. Okay, there's an ore over on this rock. I hope we can get that as well. It does seem a bit high up on the rock, so we might not be able to reach it. And it is getting dark, of course. Okay, swing and then jump. No, not going to work out for me. But this one might. It's right on the ground. We are cold and we are taking some health hits. I expected nothing less than that. Hopefully we can get a bit lower so that we aren't nearly as cold. Maybe it'll warm up a bit in April and we won't have to deal with the extreme cold over here. From being this high up, the high altitude, I know it's colder higher up. I know that. I would love to get out west and see the snow on the mountaintops, like in the Rocky Mountains. I would love to go out there and see some of that. It would be pretty cool to see that. My dad did drive out that way when I was a lot younger, maybe even before I was born. He talks about seeing the snow on the mountain peaks in the summer and things like that. Oh, wait, who are you? Whoa. What are you doing over here beside me? I mean, why is the bear not chasing you? Why is it running away from you? Wait, why is that fair? Are you coming my way? Whoa! We can be friends. I don't have a lot of stamina. Can we not be friends? Are you still chasing me? No. I'll bet he was the rogue camp fisherman coming down to the lake to get food. I'll bet that's who he was. Or is. I bet that's who he is because he's still alive. Anyway, let's get back inside with our horrible stamina. Hopefully we can cook a bit of food. I'm sure that's the problem. We are probably out of protein. I did end up killing 2 wolves yesterday. I cheated a little bit. If you don't know how that works, if you shoot a wolf and then run back to your foundation, it'll run away without biting you. And then you can keep doing that. You can shoot it again and run back to the foundation. You will eventually kill it. I think it takes between 2 and 3 arrows per wolf, depending on the level, of course. We did get 30 something pieces of wood. We did have to use some of that to keep the fire going. We have, what do we have that we can put away? We have a worm, but that doesn't go over here either. So, yeah, I don't think we have a lot of loot to put away for now, but I can turn on the light just so it isn't too dark. But what I will do is sort the loot. I will cook and have myself a bite of food, and I will make some arrows because we only have 4 remaining, and I will have, maybe I'll have to do some fishing overnight. But anyway, guys, I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate all of your support on this channel and on this series as well. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you're looking forward to future episodes, and I can't wait to catch you in the next one. Until then, have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful day. And take that as well and put it in the plant bed.